Guys, welcome back to another video. Today doing an hour patch spotlight thingy, cause first come out another patch. Last week, this is just recap. They showed off showed off Canada. Now showing off Australia. So Australian focus tree, they say it's pretty big. It looks big, but it's actually not that big because they say here it's a load of path. You have to choose your right or left. So it actually seems to be kind of small. I can't really get a big picture, so I'm kind of sad, but I can't. But here, so really know how big it really is. So yeah, we start off with Great Depression, like the US. We have to get rid of it. It says here during the initial years, so that means probably 1936 to 1939. The Great Depression will be, and then they can get rid of it. So here it says tension rises, so it will probably 75% or something, or war breaks out, and war breaks out. Okay. On the political side, there are a few choices. So the choices are super cool this time. We can choose to go with US. We get an alliance with the US. That's kinda shit for the US. This is nerfing the US AI, really, I think. If this ever happens, it's really good for Germany. Fascist path is super. I like this path. They go with Japan. Hopefully this is through Axis and not through their own faction. I think they are doing it super badly. They're going with this. That I wanted their three big factions: Axis, Comintern, and Allies. Now we're doing it like the Japanese. So we want the Japanese Australian pact faction, the US Australian faction. And here is the Comintern. The last one is just Comintern, and this is super weird. The Communist path focuses on helping Communist China by sending equipment or volunteers. This is maybe the weirdest of them all, because wait, what? So by sending volunteers or equipment to Communist China, oh yeah, here, Communist China, they show here it says Australia has proven it's willing to make sacrifices for the revolution. Soviet will accept them as a member of Comintern. This is super weird. So they mean that by sending volunteers and equipment to Communist China, I can go into the Comintern. Can I just go in anyway? That's what I think. And like Canada, they've gotten these guys here. This is super cool that they're adding new portraits. I think they should keep doing that. It's no big deal though. Technology sharing. This is super huge. I have my way of doing this. They haven't actually said how we're going to do it, but I really hope they are doing it my way. You notice that Canada 3% in the previous diary, as well as this one made reference to mysterious technology sharing focuses. It's a new part of Together for Victory is set up here it says Together for Victory. I don't think this means victory like you win the game, but victory through you win the war versus the Germans or so, which is set up from focus trees or events. I have no idea what this means. Maybe it's a focus that gets it so you share technologies. Very unspecific. It allows nations to share their technology progress with other members of their sharing group, not necessarily limited to factions. Okay, so what they're telling us here, this is big part. So it allows nations to share their technological progress with other members. So is this players or bots? We don't know. Members can be a lot of things, but what we want here is nations. So say UK and US, we take that later here, share like technology. So they share, but I hope this works like this. I am very far ahead in like industry, and someone else is far behind. Then I can help them. Or if I am on par with someone else, we can give like a 25% boost one time thingy. Not that I can just give them the tech. That would suck if I just could give people techs. Like UK giving techs to all the Commonwealth nations. Commonwealth. That would suck. You should just get a boost depending on how far behind you are for other people. And it should have a cost. I think it should have like a cost of political power, because political power right now is quite meaningless and quite sucky. So what it should do is it's like the one that wants the boost has to pay with political power, and the other guy doesn't get political power. It's used up. That's how I wanted it to work. Here it says with other members. I hope this is just players and not with bots. Would suck if it's with bots. Offer sharing group, not necessarily limited to faction. What this is referring to is the earlier part with this. They want people to go into smaller factions, like there's a quest for Sweden in or a Nordic country inviting all the Scandinavian countries into one faction. We want that thing to happen where it's one faction in in Scandinavia, one faction with like the US, Australia, maybe one Argentina, Brazil, stuff like that. We want smaller factions, it seems like, and they still want them to ally to each other. So that's what this means here. They encourages people to be in smaller factions and stuff like that. The way it works is that the more members of your group have unlocked a certain technology, the more bonus you will have to research and catch up. This means like if you have 20 people in your group and 19 of them have the technology, you will get you get like a 75% boost. I think this is the bad way to do it, because it's like this is counters this statement here. The more members of your group. What group? Do we mean faction? I'm not sure. If we mean faction, it should members of your group. Come on, doesn't it's so unspecific. Do we mean bots or what group? Yeah, let's continue. Some like the Commonwealth one has no limitations on effect technology. So does this means that the Commonwealth nation doesn't get a boost? I'm not sure. Or does it get like we get loads of boosts? But things like the Tizard mission between UK and USA had limited to electronics. This is super weird. So they're saying here UK can't just gift USA there because UK starts off with super good electronics. They should just be able to gift it to the US, but no, they can't. It seems like you'll have ways to improve your bonuses from share, and some nations will get less out of technology than others. I don't know what this means. Hopefully this means that if I'm far ahead and I give a load of bonuses to other people, I get more bonuses from them in other places. I think that's how it works. But we'll get to that when we start showing details. And yeah, here they say they don't know if it's going to pay. Here I think it says we haven't decided if it's going to cost anything, but it's going to be named 1.3 torch. So that's cool. So 1.3 torch is coming, and it seems like it's going to be kind of good. I would hate it if it costed. Look here, I accept some people here are now new and how we work with DLC at Paradox. So going to go over it again. Whenever we release an expansion, there's also going to be a free patch come out for players. I don't know if it fixes and changes, and this is no matter if you buy expansion or not. For together, oh yeah, okay, so it's going to cost. It seems like, I think, in some way. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Tell me in the comments what you want to see next, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.